What stood out to me in this piece is silence. There's a lot of silent moments that are really powerful. The Holocaust survivors VO was a really significant part of this piece. Her recant from Auschwitz was focused on the theater that was performed there, and then transitioned to her memories of her granddaughter, who was a dancer, which was a unique point of view in comparison to films that you see based around this subject matter, which tend to focus a little bit more on the horrors of the time and of the place. You know, this is something I had never heard that it occurred there. Um, and I really thought it was powerful that, you know, the VO started with, I'm always asked to speak about my, you know, my experience with the Holocaust, and I've always denied it. And for this to be something that this person feels was okay to speak on just makes it, you know, feel like, you know, this is probably a lot of heavy things occurred at that time in those memories. And this is one of the memories that it felt okay sharing. So I felt like I was getting access to someone's memory, which I thought was really powerful. The film was entirely in black and white, which I think gave it an element of existing from a different time. It felt like it was historical footage.
Dives into intergenerational traumas and a connection to historical yet still very relevant events in our history. We have the story being told of the what it's like to be a Holocaust survivor who doesn't necessarily want to be in the spotlight and share their story and their experiences. We get a really nice reflection of history in the scene of the narration. I think the B-roll footage pairs really well, and there's sort of this intense, creepy, eerie factor that comes along within this piece. And it's the black and light, it's the strong lighting. We get this really good definition of light within this piece. The light essentially falls into the darkness, and we have a habit of falling into the darkness ourselves. um, we have this connection between families and dancing being this thing that really connects all of the people within this piece.
We hear this cello pretty much throughout the full film. I think it was haunting and powerful at the same time. And I also enjoy the fact that there is this mix between the performance and the old photos, the old videos, the black and white. I think overall it was a very well done production, and it really keeps you there from start to finish. The mix between photos, videos, black and white, the continuous voiceover, the beautiful choreography, and the music, all very well performed and directed. And overall, that all these things together really, really turned a short film into a very powerful movie.
The memories themselves were in color and black and white, but the film and the dance is mostly black and white itself. It was a very interesting aspect to show and do a contrast in them. Even when the memories were in black and white, they were kind of a harsher contrast than the dance. Whereas the dance was a lot in shadows. At times it was hard to follow, but it kind of captures the story and the history all together. That's tragic and dark, but as she comes into the light, it's kind of like there was light at the end of the tunnel, which there was. It took a while for that war and to do it, but her granddaughter is that light that led her through. And this dancer shows that her granddaughter is the purpose for why she survived. The dance itself puts this film more experimental than dance, just because she was going in and out of shadows, which makes it quite hard to follow at times. But the score definitely helped to follow along with how dark it was.
Very chilling. Um, taking that account from the Holocaust survivor and using a lot of that B-roll injunction with the choreography, it really puts it into a whole different perspective. And I think the decision to have the entire piece in black and white also helps encapsulate that feeling of the fact that a lot of this we only can really see the horrors of what happened through these old pictures. uh and yeah, this piece is very much something to show the more horrors and brutality of it all. um it's not a very upbeat, happy or exciting dance full of energy. It's very, in a weird way, a lot of the choreo, it looks painful, before eventually near the end it gets to the point where the dancer is barely moving, essentially dead. uh I think this piece was very much a haunting reminder of the horrors that happened at the Holocaust.
I was really taken by the soundtrack of cello and other orchestral music in an ominous minor key, very suitable for this dramatic piece. The dance choreography was breathtaking. The talented dancer in black and white shadows and light moved in a wounded, vulnerable way. Very touching storyteller, along with some frightening World War II images.